Good evening. Hello, Togepi. How are you? I think strangely, I haven't forgotten to do anything in setup today. I think. Unless you can't hear the game right now, in which case I've forgotten something. But I hope you can, because I can hear it. I think. Did I see the Pokemon presentation? Yes, I did. I plan to discuss it. I made time during lunch to watch. Which I didn't think would be as hard to find as it ended up being. Little pre-show banter. I went to pick up food through a drive-thru with, mask and gloves and such on, so I was, being responsible. I went to pick up food, and the line for the drive-thru took 25 minutes. No idea what to say about the starter choices in Legends. Remind me to hit on that. Remind me to talk about that, because I may have a take that is unusual. Seep, welcome on in. How are you doing? I hope you're well. I hope this evening finds you marvelously. Mavkata, for a moment there, I thought you were gonna go into, Want You Gone. And Seep, I'm glad to know that you're doing well. That's excellent. If you have any good news to share, please by all means. Or if it's just a general good feeling, terrific. You don't know that. Oh my gosh, Mafakata. Oh my gosh. There is, even if you don't listen to the real version, listen to 8-Bit Big Band's version of Want You Gone. Oh, it's so good. Togepi, when you said you made a Pokedex, what exactly do you mean? And Gianna, hello! Welcome on in. Oh, we're past 3 minutes. Let me put myself on the face. Hi, there's my face. Hello, everyone. I hope you're all well. I'm here. I may be wearing a shirt that I've already worn this week, but I hope not. Not pro yet, welcome. What if it's the one from Wednesday, whoops. No, the one from, I was wearing a different, button shirt on Wednesday. Such a lovely, that's a lie. You know what's not lovely about it? I need to shave this beard. That should be, I thought I would give it a chance to grow in, see if it wasn't being as patchy. It's still patchy. Is it a lovely shirt? It's like, okay. Oh, I see, Togepi. Oh, that's so fun. Reminds me of when I made a Sinnoh Pokedex when they were releasing the information about the Pokemon from Japan, so it was all still the Japanese names, and I was just printing Wikipedia articles and putting them in a binder before elementary school. I have not seen those. Please send me videos. I want to know more. And Ed, welcome on in. What's bonkin'? That is a wonderful question. I wish I had a great answer. What is bonkin'? Bonkin', I feel like, is good, but a little I'm good, but a little always, pretty much. I see, Mumfakata. I mean, well, I'm presuming that these places have hair somewhere. Thank you, not Priya, thank you. I saw that, Togepi, it was so cute. Oh my gosh, so much more on this in a moment. Because the first bit of the show today will be doing another rescue mission because we haven't hit the next plot beat. Not quite yet. So, but folks, last time we built a house. This time, I don't want to look at the house. It scares me. It's It's like the Battle Pike, but worse. Ooh, and Ed, not a worry. Enjoy your lurk and enjoy cleaning the Guitar Hero 3 guitar. We are discussing all of these things, Nick. Everything from the Pokemon show today, I intend to discuss on this Pokemon show here tonight. Okay. But first, I should load in the game. I've never seen My Hero Academia, Vacha, but welcome on in. How are you doing? The 3 legendary birds, and then Munchlax. Munchlax just showed up, like, he showed up last episode, I think. I don't know what the deal is, okay? Look. I don't know. I ain't even know. It don't mean no thing. Okay. So, let me check and see if my inventory's in good shape or if I need to, like, retool everything. Yeah, I need to store stuff. I do have bigger inventory now from last time. So, while I'm doing this, let's get into it. Let's talk Pokemon Direct. Only the PS5. I mean, that makes sense now, because it'll be like 3 years. Which, I guess, looks like Nick wants to start with Diamond and Pearl. I think Diamond and Pearl is the one that was perhaps most expected, but also the ones that I think people may have the most fractured takes on. So let's start there. We'll start there, we'll do Snap next, and we'll do Legends last. You don't mind the chibi overworld, as it's reminiscent of the original games. The battle sequence absolutely needs improvement. Yeah, it looked a little weird, didn't it? Pokemon My Sims. That's why you said that, Moffgata. Yeah, no, it does have that. It does have that visual style. Togepi, what is supposed to be gettable in this game? So yeah, let me... Oddly plastic and reminiscent of claymation at the same. What I think they were doing, I don't know why, but I feel like the Pokemon Company has been taking a lot of notes from The Legend of Zelda lately. I don't know what would give me that impression, but it reminds me of the way they decided to redo Link's Awakening. Because it has that sort of, well, it's gonna be made cute, it's gonna retain the original scale, blah 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 blah. I don't know that I needed that, but I don't know that I mind it. Oh, Munchlax, got it. True, you're right, Togepi. I am excited that it's getting remastered. I'm excited that Diamond and Pearl is getting remastered, as Not Pruriat says. I don't hate the graphics. I don't love them. I liked everything that wasn't the characters. Did anyone else notice this? I don't know why. Did anyone else notice that the characters seem to have really big floppy feet? I don't think... see, I think they're going to be very faithful to how the original games played. It's just graphical styling so far. You can only compare your disappointment to when you bake a souffle and then when you take it out the and you drop it on your dog. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah, I'm gonna put that away. The models are, yeah, just a little too cartoony. They went a little too far on the stylization for me. Again, I don't mind it. I don't hate it. But it's not the direction I would have gone. Their hands are too, yeah, I think their appendages are too big. And I do hear what Nick is saying about the battle scenes. They seemed a little, yeah, it's like the backgrounds were way more interesting than the Pokemon. Yeah, I think they'll do a little polishing and ironing out, and they'll hear what people are saying about it, and they'll make adjustments from there. I have confidence that we haven't seen the final version of this. Yeah. Mavocado, I actually don't necessarily mind that it's still blocks and squares. I like the idea that it's really trying to replicate the original experience. Now, Nick, the question is how much work will they actually do on it? Because I feel like they may say, no, it'll grow on people. And they may not try and change the graphical style. I really do hope that they change the battle scenes, though. And maybe smaller feet. Odd complaint, but smaller feet. They seem so floppy. Okay, I guess I'll pick up the E's. They're both in Great Canyon. Are they going to incorporate Platinum story elements? They have not really given us much to suggest that. I'm also wondering if they're going to do any of Platinum's rebalancing on route Pokemon. Because Diamond and Pearl in base, they were very guarded about letting you get the Pokemon that evolve into the new Gen 4 evolutions. Things like, Ralts, Magmar, Electabuzz, those sorts. Okay, Great Canyon looks like the place to go for a set of rescue missions. Let me just check my jobs. Yeah, I think the whole Gen 4 Pokedex is going to be in there, Togepi. What I'm not confident about is whether or not things like, the Pokemon that I just mentioned, or even, well, no, Misdreavus was in early. But, all those ones that have those special evolutions that came in Gen 4, Gligar, I think, actually is to be included in that boat as well, will be available. I would be real sad if you couldn't catch Houndour, but I'm not counting on that one. I think we'll get some of those. I think we'll get some of like Nosepass and Ralts, but I don't think we will get all of them. And I don't think there will be quite the same level of biodiversity as Platinum. Yeah, Motherfucker, that is my feeling all over. And not pro yet, you know what? I don't mind if they milk Final Fantasy VII, just so long as they keep making them good. As good as the first, iteration of the remake, I'm happy. That game was so fun to play. My guess, Nick, as to whether or not they'll cover, excuse me, Platinum story elements is, again, I think we get some. Same thing as with Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I don't think it is the full Platinum story, because they want to tease us forever. But I do think, their Looker may appear. We may get more galactic scenarios than in the original. I doubt proper Distortion World. Okay. Yeah, the send-offs. Yeah, I imagine they'll do something special with it. Now, what did I want to cover second? Second was Snap. Snap. Little joke that was unintended there. I think it looks gorgeous. I sort of wish that it had one of the main series professors like the original Pokemon Snap instead of this new guy who looks kind of like Professor Birch but not. Yeah, true, Nick. What Nick says is correct. They outsourced it to a publishing company. You skipped the Snap part. Well, Mavocado will cover it, hopefully pretty quickly. And we'll probably still be touching on Diamond and Pearl too. Yeah. Your comparison, though, again, to the art style of yeah, big time. Okay. So what they showed us, what I noticed, by the way, no noxious balls, none of the smelly bother balls. What were they called? Whatever the ones that were meant to bug Pokemon were in the original, they got rid of those. But they had the apples, which were called something weird. Stink balls, maybe? Mystic, welcome on in. How are you enjoying Bravely Default 2? I know that came out today. But they have instead the luminous balls, and it seems like you can go to each course at day or during the night, which I think is really interesting. Shows nice behavior patterns of Pokemon, gives you different stuff. Like, the flute is still there, even if they didn't have the picture for it. And I'm guessing they're like, oh, we don't want you to just bother the Pokemon. Bother balls? Was that what it was? RW Plays? Yo, yo, yo! Welcome on in. How are you doing? Look, Motherfucker, if it's not being, I would be impressed. Aw, thank you. Nier Automata, Dragon Quest XI S, and Ace Combat 7. Huh. I would have imagined a Dragon Quest dev team would have done better. Sorry, I shouldn't prejudge, but a little. Not pro yet. That is, I'll look forward to that too. I probably won't play it. Battle Royale, not exactly my thing. But we'll see, we'll see. I like a Final Fantasy. Though I have not been known to play all of the side games in the past. Doesn't seem there's any other items, and there's no rescues on this floor. Did I just destroy an innocent? It's not innocent. It was gonna try and fight me. Oh, Todd? Well, that's nice. I'm glad Todd still exists. I'm glad that Nintendo didn't forget Todd. Yeah, so I think Snap overall was what we expected, with maybe some nice new features. But it seems like it's going to be nice, light fare. It probably won't justify the full purchase cost, but people will still buy it anyway because it's Pokemon. A Mystic, no worries, take all the time you need. You dislike Skiploom. Perfect then. Yeah, let's talk about Legends. I think this is where I want to spend the most time. Legends absolutely looks ambitious. Looks like something else I've seen before. I can't imagine what. But it does, you know, it looks familiar. My thing is that I don't want a game that's open world just for the sake of it being open world. I think open world can be good where there is a richness to the world. But if the world is sparse, or if the world is just, you know, various Pokemon out and about, but not much else, I don't know that I'll like it. Which isn't to say that other people won't, because I know that some people are super into open world, but I am not. And I've come to peace with that. I've come to peace with games, you know, they're gonna start, they're gonna start looking less and less like games I want to play. I'm okay with this. But what I will say is that I am not mad that it seems like they're copying Breath of the Wild, or at least a little bit, you know. They'll put their own spin on it, things will be different, blah, 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 blah. I'm not mad about it, and here's why. Pokemon as a series, since it began, was, you know, half about making, you know, interesting games, and half about smacking Pokemon on other games that already work. And so I'm okay with they're just smacking Pokemon on Breath of the Wild and saying, hey, that's what you wanted, you're getting it. That doesn't bother me. I think it's also super interesting that they're deciding to set it in Sinnoh, given that Sinnoh is beautiful. And what Malvacata says is very true. Climbing Mount Coronet from the outside would be, like, amazing. Ryan, hello. We're talking about Pocket Monsters. And such. Now, Pokemans. The starter choices. Yes. And it's true. People have been dying for an open world Pokemon game. And so I think it will be good for people who are looking for that. Hoping. I'm hoping it will. I hope they don't botch it. I really hope that they, fix the animation quality. Oh my good lord, were you watching that thing? Those Pokemon were moving like 2 frames a second. It was ridiculous. I know it's coming out in a year and they'll have probably smoothed all that out, but oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They better. Otherwise, it's gonna get ridiculed. 5 to 10 years of development it needs. It might, honestly. Yes, right, Steve? I swear, they're the feet, they're too big. Currently more excited for Pokemon Snap 2. That is very fair. Oh dear, I shouldn't have. Oh, it's fine. We were talking about Legends. Yeah, how many Mons they let be in Legends? That's a very good question. Yeah, because if it's only... Here's my threshold. Less than 200, bad game. Less than 200 Pokemon, it's a bad game. You got that much space, give us more than 200. I mean, come on. I don't think the developers will slack off. I think the Pokemon Company is understaffed right now. Not pro yet, if I'm honest. Maybe a few concepts were leaked, maybe not. Yes. I mean, it could be less than default Sinnoh, but they've also, like, they've got, you know, they got Cyndaquil there, and Oshawott, a Primeape. Also, we're essentially, like, we're doing a lot of rewriting of Pokemon canon, because, like, in Kanto, they were definitely suggesting that, like, these are all the Pokemon that have been discovered. It's now, it's like, no, there were all of these Pokemon were there before. Professor Oak's just lazy and a liar. Yeah. Let's talk about the starters for a second. Oshawott, Rowlet, and Cyndaquil. Maybe a hot take. I like it. Because I like Cyndaquil and Oshawott. I don't, you know, I'm like neutral on Rowlet, but I do like Cyndaquil and Oshawott, and so I'm totally fine with it. More Cyndaquil in my life is so fine. It is weird. It is weird, Togepi, but I'm fine with it because it's the ones that I like. He may be round, Nick, but just because he's round doesn't mean I have to love him. You're excited for Rowlet and neither of the others. Well, that's, Ryan, that's exactly why we're the, you know, the perfect duo for everything. Fowler. Fowler, I think that's the French name. Because it's, you know, like bird, but not. Yeah, not pro yet. I really do hope that they sort out the PS5 stocking issues. Also, I would hope by the time that, you know, they would come out, that you'd have enough resources to purchase both the PS5 and, the Diamond and Pearl remakes, but I don't know what your cash flow situation is like. If it was, see, that would be amazing. Okay, are y'all coming? True, that's actually a very good point. We'll get to see, you know, more of the primordial region. I wonder if they'll base it off of how Japan looked historically, geographically. Just don't want to go spending a lot crazy. That is a good choice, not pro yet. Prudence is a very good choice. Okay. Mystic, I'm glad that you're excited for Gen 4, because look, you're getting a lot of Sinnoh right now. You know, you read things online, and so it's like, you know, we heard you liked Sinnoh. Here's more. Would you like all of the Sinnoh? And that would be quite interesting, especially if they took that take in a newer game. I think in Legends that should be the case. I'm absolutely certain, Nick, and for good reason. Okay, apparently Psyduck just really likes to be paralyzed. Gen 5 remakes 5 years from now. Don't use this, it's fine. We're fine. All is fine. I really hope it's before 2077. I mean, it would make sense, but I hope it's before then. I hope not, Nick. I really hope not, because... Oh my gosh. If we got Gen 5 in proper style... Oh, those games could be gorgeous. I will say, though, I think Mafakata is actually right. I don't think Gen 5 necessarily needs remakes in the same way. I'm gonna get hit. Because... And it's the same thing with say, you know, well, I don't think we had actually a good articulation of this in Gen 3. Gen 5 is as good as the DS can look. And it's the end of an old style. I don't know that they need it. 4D remake of Gen 1. Oh, they're working on it. They're working on Let's Go VR, I'm sure of it. As soon as Nintendo gets in on that, the first thing they're going to do is like, hey, let's go. Remember that? Throw your Pokeballs with your hands now. Oh, gosh. I know that's not what 4D is, but for sake of argument, that's what I'm articulating it as. Woo! Woo, indeed. I've done two of the rescues, right? Yeah, so... What I've seen so far of Legends is... I'm meeting it with cautious optimism for those who are interested in a game like that, and for myself, cautious pessimism. I do feel as though I'm not going to like it even if it is good. Oh my gosh, Nick, please don't worry about it. Though I will say, if you have any inclination to go back and watch the VOD, it was a good time. Ryan, as I'm sure, would attest. That's exactly where I'm at, Togepi. It's, I don't love open world. Oh, Mother got a good question. Or, I wonder how much we'll get to see of, you know, the other legendaries and how, you know, their role may have persisted in early Sinnoh, because obviously in the canon of the games, you know, Dialga, Palkia, Giratina had some play. Think about the statue in Eterna. Like, that's part of, you know, Sinnoh's, you know, collective history and narrative. No, don't want to escape. You've already watched it? Oh my gosh. Sinjo Ruins. Ooh, yeah. Honestly, there's a lot that I think they could really interestingly explore, and I'm really curious to see how it'll go. I think they should probably push it, seeing where it was at. I think it should be later, but they love their November, March releases. Both Legends and a remake so that you can have Arceus in a main series game. I believe it. Oh, shoot. Hungry. You are never getting Pokemon Legends. Yeah. Let's talk about the character design, shall we? I thought Dawn fit better, or the version of Dawn. It fit better, but it's still like, you could have done something different here. Arceus. I didn't care for that. It's Arceus. They're wrong. I'm right. Obey my Pokemon opinions. Mystic, that's okay. Again, I hope you're enjoying Bravely Default 2. I know how much you've been looking forward to it. You know, hopefully we'll get costumes. You know, there were so many different outfits in Breath of the Wild. I hope they do that for Legends, because then I'm a little more okay with it. If Dawn, or excuse me, if Lucas stays in that stupid red hat the entire time, I think that right there might be disqualifying. Yeah, but so all in all, I was impressed by the breadth of their ambition. Though the Pokemon Company has mistreated me in the past. Who cares if it's cold? Fashion! Gosh darn it. Pokemon has taught me not to trust them. Not cold enough to not wear a skirt. Hopefully she's got some thermal trousers under there or something. I think she had some nice, like, snow tights in the original, like in Platinum, when they actually gave them snow attire. Hello! Hello, Pineco. Alright, I think there's one more? Unamas? Unamas? Alright, bye! You greatly doubt that. That's fair. I doubt it too, but I hope. You know, for her sake. Layers of petticoats. Ah. Yeah, that makes sense. Is it a Spheal? Oh! Ooh, I can recruit this one. This isn't a rescue mission one. This is one just for me. Which is delicious. You 100% a Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Why some people say it's the best modern 2D platformer. Nick, do you care to expand on that? I have not played Tropical Freeze. I've played maybe the first World of Returns. Here, have an apple. I love Spheal. Spheal is so cute. Ice Flow Beach. I don't have that one. Well, did I bring a Wigglytuff orb? I don't have enough money. Yeah, I need to get back to buying worlds. But you know, for now we'll oh my gosh, look at how it moves. Oh, this is the best thing ever. Cedric, you could do better. Exactly, see. Well, it's kind of like flipping, you see? Oh, it's so delightful. Oh, is there anyone else here who played a lot of Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire that remembers the Spheal basketball minigame? Or is that just me? Am I the only one? Virtually perfect difficulty curve, optional hard levels that, if completed along with the rest of the game, grants you access to a 7th world with the 3 hardest levels. Now that's very classic Donkey Kong. They love their bonus worlds. Why so expensive? Man, I just want a Spheal. What else is there that it costs so much? Is that like where you would put Articuno? Ooh, Moffa got a good question. I skipped that intro. I was like, I know what this is gonna be. It's gonna be 6 minutes of them saying, look at all the good games we've made. Forget Sword and Shield. Look at all the good ones. Ooh, Manalines. Terrific. If I could remember the names of any of the other orphans in that show, I would say, well, what about them? But no. What is it about redheaded orphans that get all the media coverage? Okay, we're just gonna get closer. Ah, I see Togepi. Okay, I'm gonna give Trico an Oranberry. Shiny ones. I am going to laugh at the concept of that and move on. The Seal line and the Spheal line, and that's it. Huh. Ooh, yeah, more David Wise. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. The Donkey Kong Country soundtrack is so good to listen to. Not new news, by any means. But it's just so enjoyable. Hello, Shuckle. Please, eat my apple. I have so many. Okay, this one we can actually bring. Hooray. I do want to go on an adventure. Ready for adventure. Oh, Josh, if I was, would I play anything else? I never want to be sponsored by anyone, but if I were going to be sponsored by anyone, I would love to be sponsored by a company that makes a bunch of games that I really, really love. Again, I have integrity, but just beneath that is, what would I do if I didn't? Man, we're actually picking up some good stuff here. Shuckle, Heracross, solid. Hello, Josh, how are you? No run button. I actually like that. The parts in Donkey Kong Country, the ones on the SNES where you actually have to run to make stuff happen, especially some of those jumps you have to do with Kiddy Kong and Donkey Kong Country 3, are just, they're the things that don't go well. For me. And so I much, much prefer not even having the option. There we go. This is my last rescue. Let's get it. Oh, hello, Houndoom. I would like to murder you, please. Thank you. Did Shuckle just murder something back there? Yeah, a little bit. Oh, sorry, Jenny's not awake. Also, what did I say that's gonna get quoted? Maybe I shouldn't wake up Jenny. There we go, Jenny's awake. She's just a little late today. Shuttle used rollout, and Psyduck, of course, has that multi-hit moves never miss ability, which is just, again, terrific. And so for something like rollout, where it's a guaranteed 5 if none of them miss. Oh my gosh, that's so potent, actually. Nice, a Tauros. I would love a Tauros. Now I just need 29 more and it'll be just like Ash. It'll be fun to see when that comes. When that comes up. No, Josh, you can't do it. They're endangered. Or something, I don't know. Are Tauros more like bison? No, that's more, I guess Bouffalont would be more like, yeah. Hypothetically speaking, Shuckle can deal the single highest damage in Pokemon. True, because of Power Swap. You'd probably do it against... You'd need something that would be quad weak. Well, no, well... okay. Nick, tease this out for me, because I probably... Combi would... Yeah, a level 1 Combi with really bad IVs and poor defensive naturing for whichever... Do I want to escape from the dungeon? No. My best answer, well, involves rollout. Okay, so it would be rollout 5 against like a combi, etc., 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 etc. My answer to that question was always Victini using like the 180 power fire move against a Paris. That rollout is real nice. Never found a Smeargle in Gold, Silver, Crystal. I believe they're in the Ruins of Alph. I believe that's what I was taught. Would I like to escape from the dungeon? I want to escape. I'm done. I did all my jobs. Let's go home. No need to stay late. I've got a plethora of Pokemon that I have recruited, many of which we can nickname. Oh, and a Rainbow Gumi, and another Rainbow Gumi, and a Thunderwave TM. Delicious. What wonderful rainbow gummies. Goodbye, Sfeel. Okay, we've got a couple to nickname. What should we call them? We've got Shukal and Heracross and Tauros. You don't care for Victini, Mystic? After you get served. Scud, perfect. Heracross should be called Hector. Let's do it. Smart AI gym leaders elite for champion of endless supply of healing items. Huh. I would like difficulty settings to be available at the start, Josh. That's actually a good... What do you still want from the Gen 4 remakes? I do not want all grunts to have a full team of 6. That would be really annoying. But admins and Cyrus, I can buy that. Insane and horrible fashion. Oh, always. Alright. Our good and dear pal. Scud. It's okay if you don't, Mystic. Also, no one is mentioning contests. Oh yeah, we're likely to have contests back. A compliment. Okay. Well, the Heracross shall be called Hector per request. And I think that just leaves Tauros? Or Tauros and one other? I could do... Oops. Well, never mind. We'll call Tauros Hector. I did. Sorry, Seep. It was truly unintentional. I did. Or I could do, the beauty contests with Milotic. Because Melodic is very pretty. Because I did it the old-fashioned way. Oh my gosh, now that I've done that once in my life, I am never doing that again. I am never getting a Milotic the real way ever again. It truly wasn't that bad. But now I don't have to. Found the Shuckle info. Hit me with it, Nick. We got a little time while we're raking in the rewards. Josh, I'm afraid at the time when Milotic was, originally conceived of, I definitely didn't have that good of a style. Not that much fashion sense. I was in elementary school. I was probably wearing a lot of polo shirts. I wore a lot of polo shirts for most of my childhood. I never liked shirts with words. I don't know why. I think it comes from a predisposition to not want to be labeled. No, it wasn't in a preppy way, because usually I would wear them with, cargo shorts or basketball shorts. Not, like, chinos. I would wear jeans. Though I did get ridiculed mercilessly in middle school for wearing jeans that fit at the start of the year, and by the end of the year were a couple inches too short, and therefore looked like high waters. Which came into fashion when I was in college, but not when I was in middle school. In middle school, it was all about jeans that, would crinkle at the top of your shoes. You buy them long. Include Gen 4. A few Gen 4, Josh. Not Gen 5. Not any that I can think of. Level 100 Chuckle with the right nature and max IV EVs in defense in a triple battle against a level 1 Letty Combi Yanma. And your partner Mons have both Helping Hand and the ability Flower Gift. And Sunny Weather is active. The next morning. There we go. Story. Oh, another earthquake. been so many quakes lately. I wonder when they'll settle down.
Thomas, there's a commotion down at the square.
Shuckle holding a metronome and its ability swap to pure power thanks to skill swap. Ooh.
A lot of Pokemon have already gathered there. Let's go to the square right now.
So last time we were in the square, they sent like Blastoise and Octillery and Golem to the crevasse.
Hey, Lombre. What's up here?
Hey, Psyduck. Oh, well. You should just go see for yourself. How are they here? Like, how are they dead but here? Did they, like, you know, did they walk all the way back and then just collapse here in the square? Like, this is a public nuisance more so than it is a concern. Defense curl and power trick before using rollout and get a crit on the 5th rollout. Ah. Oh my gosh. That's amazing, Nick. They fell from the sky. Oh yeah, it could be like an escape orb seep. You make a very good point with that, actually.
Look, it's Blastoise and the others. Shiftry! What's going on here?
They were wiped out in the underground dungeon.
You're kidding.
Do I remember the voices I gave them? No. But you know what? I'm just gonna go in. That place. It's rough. Seriously. Octillery was... What was Octillery? Mom, I think you gave me a suggestion for Octillery. Glubby. Bloop bloop. We couldn't even get far enough to see a Groudon.
I don't want to ever go back to a place that bad.
Underground. It's far worse than we had imagined.
Well, Scottish was for Shiftry.
What fools. That's what you get for trying the impossible. Gengar, what are you talking about? Why don't you shut up? This is about saving Alakazam's team. We have to try. You really find thinking hard, don't you? Even they look smart compared to you.
It's too much. Even Blastoise went down. It's gotta be awful tough. Who'd want to go into a dungeon that dangerous? There's no way I can't go. Burn too easily. Can't take earthquakes. It'd be like going knowing full well we'd get wiped.
Everyone. You see? Even they finally seem to understand their situation. Kick.
My leafy fans would burn up.
Even Shiftry. Get over it. Don't expect to be rewarded just because you tried. Sometimes it's better to wise up and give up. Huh? Did I say something profound? Oh. Thomas, I don't know anymore. What should we do? Even if it's impossible. Should we still try and rescue Alakazam?
Let's do it. Let's go. Whatever. Like, worst thing that happens, we all die. We got Reviver Seeds.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. All right, Thomas. Everyone listen. We're gonna be idiots and go into the volcano ourselves.
What? What did they say?
Yeah.
Hey, who are they? Can't say I know them. It's Team Psycho. They're well known around these parts. Team Psycho? You mean that lot that were suspected of involvement in the Ninetales legend?
I heard about that. Weren't they living like fugitives until recently?
Can they handle it? They don't look very tough. We've got neckerchiefs. We have got this on lock. Psyduck's eyes are honestly the best thing because, you know, in his character model, the pupils are way too small. Now, Brianna would be surprised if the main characters weren't brave. Did Mount Thunder alone has still got Zapdos. Well done, Togepi. Very nice. Yeah, Togepi, I figured as much. We've had a lot of fire-heavy dungeons already.
Sure, the rescue might be too much for us to handle. But we're still a rescue team. I wanted to help Pokemon that were suffering from the natural disasters. That's why we started up our rescue team. That's why I want to rescue Alakazam's team more than anything. Never giving up. That's what Team Psycho takes pride in. You really aren't very bright, are you? Why don't you do like everyone else and wise up?
No, Psyduck is right.
Again?
That's right, I wasn't thinking straight. Out of fear.
Yeah. We all forgot the most important thing. We are rescue teams. Pride.
We have it too. Pride is rescuers.
Have you lost your senses? Why would you listen to that clown and worse, be persuaded? Why go if you're facing certain defeat?
Is that so? We've only failed once.
Blastoise!
Man, did you think he was dead? Like, he was moving. They're breathing. They're fine. This is no time to be lying around. Yeah, Drama Queen, get up.
Yeah?
No more wallowing in woe is me self-pity. If we give up, that's how it ends. Not for me.
Tillery and Golem too.
You know, Vampy. Vampy.
Yeah, you lot. That wasn't the tune you were whistling just a little.
Hey, that's right. There've got to be ways we can get through. If we all pull together, I'm sure we'll find one. Why don't we just go if it's like 20 Pokemon? I feel like that would be way safer. We bring the monster house to them. Stomp them into the ground. Vampy's real cute. Vampy's real cute, Nick. I wish Dawn Fan kept some of the same colors. Okay, y'all can just pull up the clip if you want to know how I would read that particular voice line. We've had enough Oogagas for right now.
You dreaming? Don't say I didn't warn you when you get into a world of pain.
Thank you, Psyduck. You stopped us from throwing away the most important thing we have, pride. Many thanks from all of it. I don't know about y'all, but like I think, you know, having a little money is more important, like having a good rental. Like pride is okay and everything, but I can't eat that. Many thanks from all of us. Everyone. It's time to get to work. Let's show them what rescue teams are really about. Well, you know what? Not pro yet. They were on the winning side. History. Oh, big time, Avocado. Which is why I never smile. Because you don't want to see that. You have really weird teeth. Yeah, exactly, Steve. We'll pay you with pride. You'll feel good about the work that you've done. Never you mind having to eat and pay rent. You'll feel good about it, and that's what matters. This is sounding like some of the nonprofits I interviewed for. Not the one I actually work for. Some of them were like, you'll feel good about it. Don't worry about the money. No, I worry about the money. I do. I'm a human. Got bills.
Let me know when you're ready to roll.
Well, we gotta shop. Oh my gosh. He's trying. Okay. This man is doing right. Did y'all read that text? This man is essentially saying, "Hey, hey, hey. You inspire me so much." Oh. Thank you, Mihan. This man is saying, "You inspired me so much. I'm gonna keep doing my job." It's like, no, you don't get to co-opt my good moment in order to make your business look better. This is Kecleon's the dude who, when he makes an advertisement, he says unprecedented times. And he's trying to sell, you know, he's trying to sell DVDs. No, brilliant, thank you. Okay, but what you got though? Nothing I want. I could buy the reviver seed, but I have enough reviver seeds. I have a plethora. I have an excess. Kecleon probably the type to have like a pin that says Adam Smith without ever having read The Wealth of Nations. Like, let's just go through it. Like, kind of go on a big sale when everyone's preparing for something big and make more money than ever. I don't know. Yeah. Kecleon is the military-industrial complex. That's what it is. That's all it is. That's all it ever was. Nick, I feel like that was one of the messages that I took away from business school. I don't know, Mihan. I learned something interesting lately. Maybe worth a looking at. But I know why you wouldn't. Okay, it's fine. The Pokemon Barbaracle. Is that the one that punches you, or is it the little one? It's one or the other. And her hit single Jingle Beldums. I went for the sound-alike over the bell. I didn't go for Jingle Bronzons. Thought Jingle Beldums would be better. I'm gonna withdraw a bunch of money and buy some camps. Also, a Gazoon type, Avocado. Okay. What have we left? I can't quite do two 6,000s, but I'll go ahead and buy Turtle Shell Pawn and have some excess. Thank you, Nick. Oh dear, Avocado. I hope you feel better soon. You brought this upon yourself. You started this war. Okay, I think I want to still check the bulletin board and pick up any non-F level rescue missions. Good, we got a few Ds. And I think before I go, I also want to do a little bit of leveling. I've got so many tickets. I should use some of them. Just laughing too hard. Good, good, good. I think I'm gonna go through my silver tickets, 2 for each of the main ones. Let us do this, shall we? Nice and quick. Don't you be doing that. Meh. Yes, right. Get out my way. Get out of here. Okay. Oh, Nick, no worries about it. Do not worry at all. Can you please not use any moves? I would like to beat you without your using moves, please. Excuse me with that water gun? No, I don't think so. I wonder if the best move is to actually just stay in the same room and just, you know, walk around rather than, you know, going into any of the hallways. Go out there. You're gonna die? No, darn it. Oh, double hit! Yes! Run like Adam. Togepi, it's very true. It's very honest. And we like honesty here. Be true to your heart. I said be true to your heart. That's when the heavens will part. And they'll do anything for you. Is that how the song goes? It's for Mulan? I think? No, I don't want Detect. I like the moves that I have. Thank you. I would like a better grass type move if you got one. Or a move that's better than Iron Tail if you got one. But for right now, I'm good. Again, I'm good. Alright. Oh, this one I may need to leave. For Mulan 2. Could be. My sister and I watched Mulan 2 a lot. We really liked it. It's not as good, but it's fun. It's silly, it's fun. Okay, can you please hit? Thank you. Mulan Rouge. Oui. Cette film. It would make more sense for it to be for Mulan 2, given the whole thing was about, well, here's how you and your man are gonna solve this dispute in your relationship. Oh gosh. It's like a parade of Pokemon over there. Okay, I got less on that one, I feel. Do I want to keep going? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm going to give 2 to Psyduck and then 2 to Beep Boop. And then we'll be all set, I think, to go. Again, this really just sounds like things that, you know, my peers in business school would have said to me, Nick. Yeah, it was a road trip movie. That's why it's fun. Road trip movies are fun. Road trips are fun. With people. Without people, you know, they're fine. And see, enjoy your look. Please, no worries. I hope your essay writing goes well. I hope you are productive and everything goes excellently. Have I watched Ben 10? I have watched some. of Ben 10, the original series, and next to none of any of the series after that. I liked Ben 10 because, you know, Ben 10 is essentially a superhero show, and I, again, as a child, I really, really liked superpowers. Though Ben falls into the archetype of, you know, boy characters in a cartoon that I don't identify with. And so it's always like, I think I liked Gwen better. Because she makes more sense. I don't know why boys who are like the stars of shows are always idiots. Road Trip the series, or at least it centers around them living in an RV. True. True. How many sequel series has Ben 10 had? Because I feel like it's had about 1 million, Mafakata. I do remember that episode where Gwen got the watch. I thought, good for her, you know? Actually, I don't think Sadok needs it. I'm gonna give another one to Trico. I always, I liked episodes like that, or like the one where, you know, Ben and Gwen switched. Because those are just interesting thought experiments. Yeah, seriously, Mopcot, it feels like that series is all over the place. I can't keep track. Yeah, I don't know, I feel... There were a number of shows on Cartoon Network that I think I just missed the boat on. Because they started happening when I was, like, too busy to watch, you know, television all the time. Ben 10 falls into that boat. Really anything later than Chowder and Flapjack. Save for, I did carve out a little time for regular show. I watched some of it. I didn't finish it, but I watched some of it. And it's just... I know there are shows in there that I probably would have liked, but I don't want to go back to now, because I'm grown. I'm not interested in cartoons. Okay, I shouldn't say I'm not interested in cartoons. I'm not interested in cartoons made for children. Which isn't to say it's wrong if you are, I'm not. Did I know Gwen was an alien? No! That could be true. Certainly could. Do we want to keep going? Yeah. Got 2 of these to do for Beat Boop now. Alright, I think I was doing the electric maze with Beat Boop. I will say, though, I find most of the animated series that are geared towards grown folks rely on being overly crass in a way that I also don't respond to. She could remove her skin. Well, can't you? Get some pumice. You can do it. I promise. Ooh! Okay, Monster House. Okay, just stop using attacks, please. Just, you know, let me attack you. Okay. One more, we got this. Okay, not bad, Beep Boop, not bad. Actually, Beep Boop may not be the best choice for the next dungeon, but he's fine. I'm gonna... Beep Boop is just our 3rd. Yeah, but Togepi, it's still handy insofar as, like, you've got a bunch of Pokemon right there, and you don't have to move around. Where it's not as handy is the Pokemon are also, half the time, all doing things. What? Okay, no, I'm good. I saw all that I needed to. I don't... No. You know what they should have made more of? Static Shock. Read, you know, go back and read about Static Shock, as well as its characters, and just, you know, enjoy that. Because there are some things that, you know, they weren't exactly allowed to do that they should have. Free advice is seldom cheap. People love giving advice, though. People just love to hear themselves talk and think they're being helpful. You know, people will advise you on what to do when you're moving, but will they help you move? No. I've seen Fillmore. What is that, Togepi? One of the aliens took control and started coming out when it wanted to... Oh, wow. Okay. That's a little messed up. Well, you know what? It's hard to be a single dad in any show. And, motherfucker, I'm not gonna comment. I think... Yeah, Flash Cannon will be better than Mirror Shot. So let's drop Mirror Shot. Okay. Nope. No need to keep going. Buddy Cop but set in middle school, written for kids but could only be appreciated by adults. It is still not ringing any bells. Avocado, if that research hole is Static Shock, I hope you enjoy it. Static Shock is DC, right? Technically? Do you have something special to say?
Oh, hey, are you ready to roll?
Yeah.
All right, all set. We should get a good night's sleep then. We'll roll out tomorrow.
Then why would you ask if I'm ready to roll now? Maybe I won't be tomorrow. Shh. I'm in that dream again. Gardevoir. It's tomorrow, isn't it? That you take to that underground dungeon? Yes. They make it sound like one terrible place. I wonder if we'll be okay. We'll be fine. I'm certain that you will succeed, Thomas. You have my support. Please, go with strength. I will. Thank you. I'm feeling a little braver now. I'll go for it. By the way, Gardevoir, do you know what it's like underground? Or what Groudon is like? No, I'm sorry to say. I can't envision it. Okay. I thought maybe you knew something the way you said it. No, I only wanted to give you encouragement. I'm sorry. No, that's fine too. Maybe you tried to cheer me up. Thank you. There is one thing that I can foresee. Huh? Your role is coming to its end, little by little. She's saying that I'm about to get murdered? Oh. Well, Ed, that sounds like quite the deal. And Persona Guy, thank you so much for the host. I know, we were talking about them earlier. Give me your thoughts on them, Persona Guy, please, please do. My role is ending? You became a Pokemon in order to fulfill a certain role, and that role brought you here. Now that role is finally drawing to its conclusion. Gardevoir, tell me! What is my role? Why not I become a Pokemon? When the time comes, I think I can tell you when this adventure is finished. Au revoir. Yeah, speaking French like this is Kalos. Girl. This is not a French language stream. Though it could be. Bonjour et bienvenue.
Morning, Thomas. Get a good night's sleep? This is it. Let's give it our best and rescue Alakazam.
Oui. Motherfucker. Si tu veux, tu peux garder un chien pour la semaine. 8, 9, 10. Could have done a little more pizzazz to the overworld, but overall you're happy your first Pokemon game is being remade. That's nice. I'm glad. My first was Fire Red and Leaf Green, so I've already been there. I started with a remake. Gardevoir said, she'll tell me everything when this adventure is over. Is going underground the adventure she meant? She'll tell me if we rescue Alakazam's team?
Hey! What, are you stunned? Let's go already.
I think you're right. A little more pizzazz would do him some good. Magma Cavern. Oh, that looks a little infected. Anyways, let's go. Hopefully, Magnemite is a fine choice.
So, this is it. Underground cavern where Groudon is. Look at the flowing streams of lava.
They look great.
Wouldn't surprise me if this dungeon is scorching hot. Our rescue team should already be inside. Let's get in there and give it our best.
True, Togepi. It is Groudon TM. Yes. Absolutely. Yup. Yup. Blue was your first. Wanted Fire Red or Leaf Green to have little bugs, but they don't, so you didn't play them. I'm guessing you mean bugs and glitches, in which case, I love that that was your criteria and why you like fell in love with Blue. I adore it. Yeah, I was 8 years old. I got myself a Game Boy Advance and Pokemon Leaf Green for my birthday, and I was set. No, it's okay, Ed. No judgment. I love the fact that that's your criteria. You want a fixer-upper. You want the bad boy because you think you can make him better. Alienator. Let me know if I'm saying that correctly. Welcome on in. Sky was your first Pokemon game. Huh. Wow, jumping in on one of the Mystery Dungeon games. That strikes me as, that's fascinating. I wouldn't have thought there would have been much like, I wouldn't have thought many people would have jumped into any of the side games without having played one of the main Pokemon games first. How am I? I'm doing excellently. Thank you so much for asking. I'm looking forward to a weekend ahead. I've got, a charity show coming up tomorrow, which, by the way, I should make a note of this. In the Discord, I posted the spreadsheet with the redemptions and challenges for tomorrow. In seeking of any additional comments or thoughts, if anyone has them. If not, I think I've got a good set. I've got my exercise bike ready. I do need to shop for makeup. I can do that tomorrow morning. The rest, everything else is just, stuff that I can do with the stuff that I have in my room. And I'll need to finish building out the list. I think it's at 134 right now. I'm going to buy some games off the 3DS eShop to fill up the rest. Now, why are there Nidokings and Nidoqueens on the same floor as Sandshrew? Should it be Sandslash? It would be nice to get a Nidoqueen for sure, Persona Guy. So, Togepi, in that case, was it a game that your parents bought you for Christmas? Because in that case, your parents did terrifically. My parents, heaven bless them, were not always the best at picking video games from the store. They would usually buy like the $20 ones instead of the, they were Game Boy Advance games at the time, so $35 ones. And normally the $20 ones were bad, but they tried. And I kept them because I loved them. And I beat most of them, actually, in retrospect, because they were all quite short and bad, but they were, still cared. I love my parents. There was a Hot Wheels game. There was Incredibles Rise of the Underminer, which was a Game Boy Advance game that used a password save system, like an NES game. Okay, let's not have Sandshrew die. Oh, good. Oh, good. Sandshrew did fine. Yeah, I started getting more specific with the games that I, wanted for Christmas, and that helped. And now the games are $60, my parents just don't buy them anymore. If I want a new video game, yeah, I ask my grandparents. Oh my gosh. Toby, oh my god, that's such a good Christmas. I love it. Played a friend's Game Boy and scooted around on the bike and was hooked. Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, my first exposure to the Pokemon games was at, like, my sister's swim meets. I would always bum off of the other, like, the swimmers there. I never swam. And, like, borrow their games while they were out waiting by the pool for their meets. And usually they'd be gone for, like, an hour at a time. And this was, this was when Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, and Silver were out. And so most of the time, the kids who brought their Game Boys would have one of those, and I could find one of them that would actually let me borrow it. Which was just awesome, given that I had no video games of my own. And my sister's swim meets were, entire Saturdays of, just being bored out of my head otherwise. And that's, like, seriously, I'm so right there with you. I think there's something kind of magic to just, having a friend who is willing to share those things with you. Or, an assortment of swim meet kids. Alright, we got one of the Nidos. Terrific. I'm hoping to get a full crew before the time we get to Groudon. Ow, for the... That's annoying. Is that a Graveler? I can fight that. Hopefully I can one-shot it. That do it? Well, this one certainly will. I remember not fully understanding like where the doors were when I was first playing them. Because it's just like when you're on the inside of a house, there's just like a mat. And it's like, how is that the door? And one of the people taught me, wrongfully, they taught me that in order to exit, you had to like walk back and forth on that mat before stepping out. Otherwise, you couldn't leave. I think they were messing with me, but I so wanted to play. I was willing to do anything. When you played Pokemon Diamond, you didn't know how to save, so you had to go to the GTS to save. I don't know that you told me that explicitly, or if you did, it was during Platinum and I forgot, which I apologize. I love that. Which meant you had to play through Orberg in order to just, get to save by your own criteria. Or by your own system. Yeah, the mat trap. Ed, your dedication is amazing. Since I had a manual, I think I knew how to save pretty early. Though I remember there being games where I thought it auto-saved, or I thought it auto-saved better, and it didn't, and that annoyed me. And Pokemon, a lot of Game Boy Advance games had sleep modes, right? And Pokemon didn't, and I would sometimes have to like be in the middle of a battle, and my mom would be like, "No, you gotta go into Taekwondo now. You can't keep battling this battle." I'm like, "But Ma, I can't save!" And so I'd have to leave it in the glove box of her car and hope that it didn't die while I was in a Taekwondo. The silly problems of our youth. Checkpoint or a person to save at. Ah! That's a more classic convention. Okay, fine. You know what, Togepi? I admire that you rolled with it. I feel like I would be heartbroken if I lost my first Charmander. Save for when I deleted him by choice. I've told that story before. I've told how stupid I was. That I made it all the way to the Elite Four. I had a level 86 Charizard because I didn't realize, or I wasn't good at balancing out the training. And I fully forgot that you could use items between matches in the Elite Four, and completely restarted my game instead of realizing that I could use a full restore between battles because I had been trying to brute force my way through and could get as far as Agatha before getting killed. I nearly got the game taken by your doctor. I love it, Togepi. Yeah, I'm probably less attached now than I was then to, like, my starter Pokemon, so I don't know if I'd leave it. I'd probably be annoyed for other reasons. Oh my gosh, all those extra mechanics that's like, oh gosh, what is all this? Not even in battle, like out of battle I forgot. I was so... I hated all of like the strategic moves. I just wanted to use Blast Burn on everything. And I did not have nearly enough elixirs to make that happen. And of course I think Blast Burn was, you know, recharge. And so I would have to take a hit after I used it each time. No, I'm right there with you. Oh. Oh. Don't do that! Oh. Christmas crackers. I help Beat Boop first. Oh, both, I guess. Oh, Togepi, that breaks my heart. Oh. And it was a complete save file too. Oh my gosh, in Heart Gold. That's like years of work. I would like a Crobat. Nope, not gonna get it. I once had a save file in Pokemon Silver that got corrupted when I like switched boxes. Because when I switched, I had a bunch of cool stuff saved in there, and when I switched back to that box to get out maybe like a Scyther or something, all that was there in the box that originally had been full of all of my Pokemon, all that was there was a level 57 female Primeape. I don't know where it came from, and when I used it, it made everything bad, made everything real bad. But I remember it happened. put Pokemon Ranch on your Wii. Oh. It's really too bad Santa isn't a programmer. That would be really handy. He's got to upskill for the new economy, really. Behind the times, Mr. Claus, behind the times. Man, I remember when I had to buy those cards too, before I had a credit card. I don't miss it. I see it. I can see it. I would even go as far as to say that's not that hot. How confused are you, Mafkata? What can we do to help? How can we ameliorate this situation? What can we do to remedy it? How deep is this dungeon, by the way? How much of a trek have I signed up for? Your parents got your cousin to put 60 games on an SD card, but most weren't in English. Aww. But still, 60 games. I kind of love that they were... They essentially said, your cousin knows how to hack this thing. Let him do it. 26 floors. I better pick up the pace a little. Are we gonna get through this anytime soon? I mean, there are a lot of Pokemon in here. I mean, it's a big dungeon, so... Neither Queen's got it. She'll be fine. $34 floors. Gotcha, gotcha. No need. Neither Queen's fine. Alright, we're moving on. I don't think I'll make gold rank before the end of the game, but you know, we'll see how close I get. I'm gonna keep doing rescue missions. Also, I'm probably gonna need to actually eat things. I maybe did not bring enough fruit. Unless there's like an intermediary point that'll reset the hunger, in which case, yeah, enjoy. Or, well, if not enjoy, best of luck. Best of luck, Ed. Figures it was the one that was so close to where I started. There is. Terrific. Oh, here's something about which to speak. I don't know about y'all. Well, let me pose the question first. Did any of you watch the original Digimon series as a kid? So Digimon Adventures. Oh, the hunger traps are just killing me in this dungeon. You did. I discovered this week that they made 6 movies in like 2015 to 2019, or maybe 2020 even. Yeah, 2015 to 2020 that were follow-ups to that series. In the same, in the same canon with the characters just older. And oh my gosh. I watched all of those this week, and it was terrific. Again, I'm not a huge, anime person. But the ones that I, into from childhood, I still have such a fondness for. Oh dear, okay. Let's not get burned too badly. No, I don't need them. It's fine. Oh, well, whoops. I could have played that better, I think. Got it. Okay, Togepi. Yes, Digimon Tribe, yeah. It was tremendously enjoyable to, you know, to get to relive all that. Alright, you sit on Psyduck. They weren't like the best written ever. They weren't perfect, but it's just one of those things that, you know, it makes your heart happy. And I'm realizing now, like, how big of a cast it was, because it was, like, 8 children, they each had their own monsters, and all of them had their own voices, and their, like, Digivolved forms all had their own voices, too. I never forget that either. There's so much about the Digimon movie that I'll never forget. I need to watch it again. I remember it being good. Or half of it? Was it... Hold on. Did it have like 2 different stories in one movie? Am I making that up? Got it, Togepi. That's nice that they give you some cutscenes to break things up. Man, Graveler's fine. He's fine. Can we please... So it was 2 halves. I'm remembering correctly. Oh, really? Well, I guess that makes sense. And so what? We're like Matt and Kari in both? Not Matt, TK and Kari. Fine, I've got extra, I guess. Would one of you please take care of the Arbok? I don't wanna. I just want this item. Were they good? The Digimon franchise is interesting because I feel like they don't... They have, like, if you look at the history of their shows, they, like, have some big gaps. I don't want to revive Staryu. Staryu, I can't keep. The 3rd series was super... Yeah! No, I love the 3rd series. Oh my gosh, yes. And that's exactly why. Because they went real serious on it, and it's very good. Like, they deal with some stuff. This is something that I went on a little bit of a deep dive on this week personally. And essentially the show creator, Mr. Take All the Time You Need, the show creator said for the 3rd series, it's that they wanted to do a realistic depiction of death, rather than the previous Digimon series that had, you know, had a more, you know, reincarnation element. They wanted to do a more realistic depiction of the finality of death and cover that in a children's show. And so, of course, as always, you know, they murder Leomon. Oh, good question. But again, I appreciate their cutscenes. Just for my own sake. Hello? Beep boop. Thank you. Yeah, the 3rd series is fantastic. I think the 1st is as well, just in terms of world building and having a lot of like natural growth and lighthearted fun, while also being, you know, serious and interesting at times. I don't think they make them like they used to. Sometimes. Look, Mofakata. Well, it depends on which angel you're talking about. Because one of the well-endowed angels becomes also like a pink dog, like later. And then the other one becomes an angel, but more metal. Oh yeah. They did not shy away on stuff in that one. There was not much censorship. I don't think it was for kids, actually. And that may be why. Like, 4Kids the company, not 4Kids as in 4 children. Okay, can we stop with that flame burst? That is the most annoying. Well, rest in peace to Graveler. I don't want you. If you're not using magnitude, I don't want you around. Okay, stop with this now! Oh my lord, this Macargo is the worst Pokemon that I've ever seen. I would love if the actors had that much talent as to, you know, put a message like that in the show. How many of the censored episodes were James's fault? At least one, but more? Oh, that is a reason to be sad. Not for yet. That doesn't sound good. Can we... I would like to murder you now, please. Sandshrew, care to help out? Real good job, Sandshrew. Her crew seems to have shrunk some. Okay. All is fine, all is well. Not everything they did was awful, no, Togepi. Oh. Yeah, not for that makes me sad. And I'm not even like a huge, like, Street Fighter person. I'm an old man. I don't like Fortnite very much. I'm not into it. It's not, again, it's never a dig. That's the one I'm thinking of, Mofagata. It's not a dig on the game, it's just not for me. Oh, Psyduck's hunger is perfectly empty, so it's not recovering. Okay, please come along. A nice additional water type will do me some good. Okay, I've got 2 big apples, I might as well have Psyduck consume one of them. You know, Napri, let me play counterpoint for a second here. Maybe it'll get more people into Street Fighter since, you know, the characters from the game have representation in a massively popular title. Maybe. We can hope. Because, you know, there are going to be kids, you know, like I was when I was a kid, who will be interested in, you know, finding out where the characters in the games that they played came from, you know, fun games from, you know, before they were born, etc., etc. People who are willing to go back and play. Oh gosh, you're kidding me? You get a burn just by stepping on that? You know, there will always be people who are just into their one thing. But there will be, you know, also more people who are, you know, into learning more. Okay. This is fine. Everything's fine. I'm not mad. I'm just angry. Oh, Toby, I did not know that. But you know what? If they're doing both, good. No, Motherfucker, I have not. You're writing. I can see the reviews now. Oh, I don't know. That description makes me worried that it's going to be another, like, kids film that's made with, like, a young adult audience in mind. And they did that with Incredibles 2, and I did not like it. Okay, there's literally a room that's up here that it's the last one that I didn't go to, and it's the one with the stairs. They're Italian. Well, that makes it more fun. Like, I think I've spoken at length about this before. Children's films don't need to adhere strictly to children's themes. But... Oh, crap. Okay, fully distracted. This is the first time we're seeing a monster house. Okay, one-shot orb. It's time to pull this one out. Okay. Oh, I get credit for all those? Oh, that is very nice. Do I want Psych Up? No, I don't think so. Psyduck never even uses Soak. I could force it to use Soak, and that would be better for, Sweets, yeah, I guess. I don't know. Feels like a lot of the, like, any of the things that the kids do in Ed, Edd and Eddy, I feel like no child does anymore. You know what I mean? I don't want it. I don't want Psych Up. Okay, yeah, this got all but 3. That's not bad. Not deliberately. I'm calling us all older. You can show a kid anything as long as it has a happy ending. I feel like Fern Gully ascribes to that theme of writing, and I hate it. I don't like Fern Gully. Oh boy. Mavocado, you're welcome. You're so very welcome. It's good that there's a lot of good stuff in here. Alright, someone's gonna take care of whatever that Pokemon is. Oh, I get the music for the rest of the floor now. That's nice. Honestly, I need more of those one-shot orbs. Huh. Interesting, Naproya. I mean, I suppose it wouldn't be that hard to program it, because it seems to be a, you know, a color-changing LED anyway. By the way, Naproya, did you ever respond to my question? Is there a significant performance difference between the one on the PS4 and the one on the Xbox 360, given that they're different generations of console, despite it being the same game, quote-unquote? Okay. Oh boy, you're hungry now. Let's switch back to Psyduck. Just get me out of here. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm so sorry that I missed it then. What were we saying about kid film? What I was saying is you can deal with adult themes, but my issue lies when you go Incredibles 2 about it and try and make it about what is sort of current adult theming versus universal adult theming. Incredibles 1, for comparison, you know, dealt with, like, divorce and, you know, happiness in a marriage. Something that is decidedly adult, but not particularly current, per se. Whereas Incredibles 2, like, and I think the biggest example of this was the Portal Girl, Vortex, right? She rung to me so much as a character that was written to look like a lot of, you know, a more young adult person, to be relatable to the audience of people who grew up watching The Incredibles, but who may not, you know, necessarily have kids, or if they do have kids, they're, you know, quite young kids. And it just, it doesn't work when you go for a pop culture representation of, you know, adult life, because yeah, Mavkata. It just rings, and the strange non-confidence of her. It just rings hollow, because it's like, I know someone older than me tried to write this for me, and I don't like it. And I don't relate to it. Especially when you make her, like, hardly sympathetic. Oh, do I have any more raspberries? Am I out? I'm out. Ugh. That's not great. Let's get to the stairs. Quick as you like. Alright, y'all can deal with Mawile. I mean, down to the dyed hair. That character was ripped from 2017. Especially in a film, this is just a more, like, stylistic choice, especially in a film that is meant to be set in, like, you know, a stylized 60s. It just, the anachronism of it bugs me as well. I don't like being told what I'm supposed to be. And I don't like inconsistency in storytelling. Did I know My Girl was set in the 70s? I don't know that I've ever seen My Girl, Mofokata. Yeah, if a story is well written, do well. Nothing gives it away except for a single poster. I do like things like that, or things where it's deliberately vague about, you know, what era it's set in. I'll keep Sandshrew over coughing, I think. Yeah. No, I don't want coughing. Like, things where they, since, like, the start of the series, have been borrowing from multiple different eras, rather than having a set vision and then throwing it out the window when they need something that they don't have. Okay. Onwards and upwards, or downwards. Big time periods are bothersome. For fashion, yeah, I can imagine. Watered down graphics. Runs a lot smoother and a consistent 60 frames. Nice, nice. I'll be honest, once I'm used to one or the other, I never notice. Like, I'll notice if I've been watching a bunch of stuff in 30 frames when something is 60 and vice versa, but otherwise, it doesn't bother me if something's in 30. So Ed, I don't know if I would peg it as, because here's the thing, a lot of it was stylized after, like, you know, say the 60s. It was art moderne. And yes, they had some modern technology, but I would just as soon interpret it as like a spy movie's vision of what technology may look. Oh, you don't even have any moves. Of what technology may look like, rather than deliberate anachronism, especially going along with it being, you know, a world in which there are superheroes, therefore the rules are a little off. Well, if the heyday was in the 60s and 70s, that would mean the film takes place in more like the 80s and 90s. Did anyone watch or remember Hey Arnold? I do remember Hey Arnold, Togepi. I think that show was excellent. That's what you think. Try to water down the graphics, but also build it from the ground up. Yeah, that does not make much sense to me. Seems like you're just doubling your work then. Man, when am I gonna get this midway floor? Okay, I probably need to play as Trico. I need to just eat some fruit. One more apple. Yeah. Well, Hey Arnold was really good about approaching real situations that, you know, kids might find themselves in without being, like, after school specially. Or too after school specially. And still having its moments of lightheartedness and comedy. Alternate Universe 1962. You see, that is exactly what would make sense. And like I'm saying, it's more like alternate reality visions of, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Well, I'm not going that way now. Also, Trico seems to be out of... I have elixirs! What am I doing? The grandmother is what she wanted to be. I feel like we've mentioned this before, Mofgata. And you know, it's good to have goals. Especially since a lot has changed since the show's aired, yeah. Well, Magic School Bus, I think it was just tremendously fun. And semi-educational. And that's what I liked about it, you know. I would contend that if you approach Magic School Bus in the same way, it could be really good. But you also need that same style of animation, not computer generated. Because it'll look different. That's right, Ed. You gotta let that stuff go around. Otherwise, no one's gonna be able to eat. Oh, hello, a bandana. A mock ribbon. Hello. Can we please murder this thing? Because I can't. Alright, I'm getting there then. I'm getting there. I'm at 18. Oh, yeah. Uncanny Valley, Ed. I'm there with you. There's a... Stylization can have a massive benefit in avoiding that. But when... I'll give GTA as an example. I think GTA 5 is, you know, really well executed for trying to look like real life. But it's still weird because it's not. It's getting to the point where I think we're more used to it. But still, I was commenting on this. I think I was in I was watching Ryan Rimmage stream when I said this, but I kind of missed the PS2 era where, because of the graphical capabilities, they could go for somewhat realistic, but they still couldn't do, you know, full realism, and therefore had to stylize it. Did you talk about the possible biological origin of the Uncanny Valley effect? No, you did not, motherfucker. Please share. Oh, I don't like that at all, Toby. Rugrats can stay dead. I don't need that rebooted. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. Get it away, please. Fairies would need clothes. Well, when they remade Ocarina of Time for the 3DS, they didn't give the fairies clothes. They just smoothed them out a bit. You know, they looked a little less like they'd poke your eye out, is what I'm saying. They know what choices they made when they, you know, when they did that design. But I really do think. No, I need to save those. Sorry. Hate to see you go, but also I need to save what I've got. I think I've got one tiny reviver seed and one regular reviver seed, and I'm about to have a Lunatone, so we're all good. I think Giga Drain being my only move is not the best, but I'll roll with it. Oh, Sand Slash! Finally! Maybe I'll get Sandshrews' dad. If that's what they were going for with that design, Togepi, swing and a miss! I don't know that anyone looked at that and was like, ooh! Ooh! I think if you looked at that, no matter who you was, you'd be like, uh-huh. I see what you're going for. But that's real pointy, I'm not into that. Sure. So many ride-ons. Why? You poop, you're fine. I thought he was fine. Oh, am I out of Giga Drains? Oh, that's not great. Point where there were multiple human species on Earth, the reason they're not here is because it's extremely forebodingly likely because, you know, our genus wiped them all out. It's the cause or the origin. Ooh, good question. Yes, we are talking about Ocarina of Time, Togepi. I want to keep Nidoqueen, because that Nidoqueen will be handy. I need a healing item, or a ethery item. Please do not pray it. Toby, you have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you for hanging out, though. I appreciate it very much. Okay, can we... Okay, no, I can't. I'm sorry. The Rhyhorn's too lucky. I can't deal with it. Have an apple. Almost there. Yeah, I'm really beginning to think that I should just be going for stairs. I am low on resources. Though it seems like the floors are starting to shrink. I have enough food. Like, I'm fine on food, but I lack some of the other things that would be nice. Fighting things in hallways is not helping me right now. Okay, there we go. Let's just get out of here. 2 more floors. Oh, a Soul Rock. Wow. To get them back to back. Malo, you're fine. I guess I'm gonna need to start bringing more healing items. I've been putting it off for as long as I can. Oh! Oh gosh, someone has magnitude. I can't deal with this. Y'all take care of it. You got this. You got this. I trust you. I believe in you. Good job. Go team. Good effort. Great work out there. Juice boxes and orange slices for everyone. Let's do it. I guess you wouldn't do juice boxes with orange slices because it's too much fruit taste and they're too close to one another. I don't have any more apples. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Cannot be done. It is fully impossible. Alright, thank you, Lunatone. Bye. Yes. Essentially, Mafakata, yes. And also, natural disasters. You know what this game is? You know what it really is? FEMA Simulator. I didn't realize until now, but yeah. Oh gosh, a golem. Man, no wonder the other team had such trouble. If it's just, you know, a bunch of Pokemon that know magnitude coming at you, you're done. You're done. Still a fainted Pokemon on this floor. That's too bad. Yes, I want to proceed. Yes! I know what I'm doing. I don't have apples. Okay. Now I have to ask myself, do I want to get any of the other items on this floor, or do I just want to go forward? Because I am under-resourced, and I do not want to have to use another Reviver Seed. Okay. Oh, I got a tiny Reviver. Okay. Okay, I'll go get the other items on this floor. Are you gonna... Would someone mind helping? Why do none of them help? So lazy this team is. Oh. Disappointed that these are the ones that I brought to face Groudon. Can't do nothing. Well, natural disasters likely also affect natural habitats for animals in areas, you know, around where they strike. I guess the question is, would something be designated a natural disaster? Like, if a hurricane only destroyed where an endangered species lives, would it still be classified as a natural disaster? Or would people just ignore? I mean, people would probably mostly ignore it, but what classification would it be given? Would it still be given that name? Ah, Ed, not a problem. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it very much. All right.
We don't know what's ahead, so let's be careful. Thomas, let's do our best.
Okay, well, let me withdraw some things. Let me grab... I'm gonna grab, like, 2 apples, just in case. There might be some hunger traps or something. I'm gonna grab some orange berries. Some carrying none. Oh, I'll grab 3. finally played the Stanley Parable, and you liked it. Oh, that's good. Stanley Parable, as I understand, is quite interestingly written. I'm glad you liked it, Meehan. That's excellent. Get a few tiny virus seeds. Put away some stuff. Yes, but I think what Mafagata was getting at, Nick, was the disaster. That word. Is it classified as a disaster because it affects humans, or is it classified as a disaster because it is disastrous? Yeah, I know next to nothing about it aside from one specific ending. It's just change, really. But we class them as disasters because we refuse to work around the way the planet works. That's also an interesting way of conceiving of it. Okay, I'm gonna ditch all the plain seeds. Boy, I went through a few of those reviver seeds. Keep a totter seed. Those are handy. I don't need that. Okay, I think I'm good. Let's go. I would like to go on. Yes, thank you. Magma Cavern Pit. Ooh, there's a big enemy. I see that. I don't know what it is, but I see it. So perhaps, by that distinction, Nick, that one is perhaps in Mafakata's frame what can be considered a disaster, where it wasn't like it almost led to the end of the natural ebbs and flows, rather than just being a part of the, you know, sort of the natural life cycles of the planet. Though, perhaps what I would also say is, you know, even if disasters now often, you know, originate in nature, they are of unnatural strength due to human activity. Does that mean that they should be called unnatural disasters? Well, motherfucker, if you play that card, you know, then no, nothing matters. But it matters because we give meaning to it. And if you take away its meaning, it doesn't. What are these big Pokemon? There are a bunch of Onyxes in here? Would that be a Plato? Would that be one of his lines of reasoning? I don't know that Plato was fully rooted in existentialism. Granted, I studied philosophy to a very limited extent in school, so what do I know? You don't know her. We're the best. Socrates, Aristotle, you know, Kant, Hume. Even Smith was considered to be a more... Oh. Okay. Oh, don't do that. Speaking of Marie Kondo, motherfucker. Oh, okay. Sure, Golem, please come along. I would love to have you. Choose a Pokemon to say goodbye to? Something that's a lower level than that. Mawile. No, Grimer. Goodbye to Grimer. Hit me with it, Nick. Yeah, bye, Grimer. Don't need you. shit, this is gonna be painful. Okay, thankfully the golems are actually doing a lot of help. Because, you know, our common ancestor is all fish. Or aquatic creatures in some way, shape, or form. Psyduck. Golem's fine. Oh my god, don't even start. You're fine, Golem. It's fine. Everything's fine. You're fine. As long as that other Golem does not use Magnitude again, all is well. Okay, low level Magnitude, that's fine. Well, you know, by that logic, we could also say that all of humanity is just, you know, a little bit of lightning in chemical-rich air. I'd like to be lightning. I'm cool with that. He's a good character on Teen Titans. Yeah, no, Parade, I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. Do I want to adventure with Golem? Probably. I don't think I have a Mawile, so maybe I shouldn't. But I'm going to use this one to replace the other one that is low on HP. Goodbye! Even though the HP will recover, I have no loyalty. I am sad to be at the part of the game where I'm getting monster houses. Oh my gosh. No, don't bother. We're fine. Mavocado, when is your album dropping? Now, love fish is better. We want a little bit of love fish. Who doesn't want a love disc, if just for the heart pieces? Okay, Steelix was binding me from beyond the grave. Well, thank you for attacking that one, given that I can destroy you much easier. Okay. Now I feel like I got a crew again. It's a little dicey there at the end of the first part of the Magma Cavern, but things are going better now. Things are better.
Let's see. Wonder where we are. I know we've come pretty far.
A love dish. I think so. I think aquarium bars with love discs in the tanks are really big on Pokemon Valentine's Day.
Wow! Quake! Phew, settle down. Hey, Thomas, over there!
Oh, look! It's those two.
Hey, snap out of it! What happened here?
We challenge. Groudon. Got wiped out.
Groudon?
It crushed us.
Wait, what about Alakazam? Where did Alakazam go?
Alakazam is still battling Groudon. Wish I could go help. I mean, that is honestly surprising. You know, Alakazam is very glass cannon-y. I don't know what happened that this Alakazam is surviving against, you know, presumably a physical attack in Groudon. The body just won't cooperate.
Thomas, we gotta hurry.
Okay.
Be careful. We'll be there as soon as we recover.
We'll be fine.
Oh, Alakazam, are you okay?
So it's you. Stay back. This opponent is no laughing matter. Here it comes.
Coming? Where?
Oh. Okay, we're playing by those rules. Well, bye. Bye, Alakazam. 5,000 IQ, memorize every fact in the world, and you couldn't see that one coming? She'll learn future sight. Poor thing.
Alakazam's gone. Was he maybe knocked out?
Knocked out. Murdered. What are the other?
Darn it. It's our turn next. I'm not going down without a fight.
How nice of Groudon to actually come out and play for us, rather than just, using... It's clearly very powerful, ability to make stalagmites, or tights, whatever, just, psh. Like, we could have really just been punctured.
Thomas, hang tough.
The earth moves violently. Well, that's lovely. It's a cataclysm. Magma is gushing out from the dungeon floor. The ground shakes and Pokemon will be moved. All Pokemon except for Fire type that touch the magma will get a burn. It's a good thing that so many have ranged attacks. No, don't bother. We're fine. I just need to get a little closer so I can throw the Totter Seed. That'll help y'all out. In the meantime, y'all keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. Love what you're doing. Love what you've done with the place. Will agility work from this far away? It will! Oh, terrific. So much better. Okay. Totter Seed. Throw. Oh. Oh. Well, I didn't want to use the Totter Seed anyway. It's fine. Everyone else can do it. Ooh, I have a... Someone's using a move that flinches. Very, very nice. Hide if you want to. Okay, go ahead. Heal Lunatone. We got this one down. Yeah, and get rid of Beep Boop's burn. Unless Beep Boop is deciding not to move, which... Oh, I think we confused Groudon anyway. I mean, Beep Boop's floating. How is it burning him? Bye, Crobat. He'll be fine. Nah, no need. We've got the Groudon paralyzed and confused, and all of us are sped up. Like, we're fine. This is kind of more embarrassing for Groudon than it is challenging for me. Yeah, well, they don't have the same strategy that we do, truly. Like, we get beat up coming through dungeons. Because mono and mono we have trouble, but when it comes down to, like, boss fights, we just, we beat up on everyone. I should use agility more.
Look, it's Alakazam. Charizard and Tyranitar, too. Ugh.
Aw, Groudon's sleeping. It's so cute.
Did you do it, Groudon?
You alright?
Yes, fine. We will be fine, but we must get out immediately.
What about Groudon? Will it be okay?
Your concern is unneeded. It will awaken soon enough. It lost control only because it was enraged from having its sleep disturbed. Mamitsu. I get it, I get it. I see where you're coming from, Groudon. It should calm down.
Wow! Another quake.
Ouch, quickly. The true secret is that we have more friends. Absolutely. We returned to Pokemon Square with Alakazam's team. Yay! Oh, we did it. Hooray. Plot furthering achieved. Okay. Crobat. What should we call Crobat? I think I'm going to go ahead and come up with some names. But feel free to throw any names you want for any of the Pokemon that we have. I think this Crobat shall be called Frankie with an I, but no E. Batman. No, I'll do that, Batman. I'll do Batman. I'll save Frankie for someone else. We had Crobatman. Crowbar. We'll call the next one Crowbar, no matter what it is. No camp for Relicanth, but 1,000! Ooh, that's nice. Mawile shall be Crowbar. Terrific. Okay. And we already did like a Scud earlier. You want to do Scudge now? I think Scudge is a great name for a golem. Let's do it. I wonder if this one, if the machine will let it. This seems like a word that the Pokemon algorithm wouldn't care for. And that's fine. All right. And in the square. Is Thomas's team almost here? Hey, look! Here they come! It's true, darlings. Let's go. Yay! Hooray!
Great work, Thomas.
You really took down that Groudon. Darlings, it's fantastic. You have won me over.
Whoa, wait a second. How does everyone know about what happened underground?
Caliber spread the word with an extra edition of the Pokemon News.
Your bunch became stronger than I expected.
You can be proud of it. You lot did great. Why don't we team up sometime? You've earned everyone's respect now. Your Team Cycle is a first-class rescue team. Take pride in that. And pride is all that's important in this world. Psyduck, Thomas.
Thomas, this is great. All the work we put in, it was all worth it.
Would you look at that? I didn't think someone that could take down Groudon and be such a crybaby. Yo, at least I'm not a drama queen fainting in the middle of the square. Huh? What was that? I thought I heard something just for a moment. Did I just imagine it?
No, I heard it too.
Me too. Even now I hear it.
Is someone talking? Not sure. This voice. I remember this voice. This voice, I think. That's it, it's Zatu.
Zatu? Ah, that's it. Telepathy. Zatu is calling out to us using telepathy.
What was Zatu's voice? Oh, whatever. I've got one. To all Pokémon, calling all Pokémon. Terrible it is. From the sky falls a star. From the sky comes a star. It's huge. A giant of a star. The star, it falls straight to us. Well, this does seem like a problem. Lady Gaga. I was thinking Majora's Mask. Disasters in nature, there are many. The balance of the world, it has been upset. All because of the star that slowly comes closer. If it keeps coming, it will crash into this world. It shall be terrible. Something must be done.
Zatu, tell us, can the falling star be stopped?
There is a way. To prevent collision, there is but one solution. True, not pro yet. I didn't realize this game was just Final Fantasy VII all along. You must ask Rayquaza.
Rayquaza? What might that be?
A Pokémon living far above us in the sky. Legendary it is. Rayquaza must be asked to destroy the star from the sky. However, Rayquaza is known by few and seen by none. The sky it calls home is above even the tallest mountain of this world.
The sky. How are we to go there?
Alakazam and I amplify our teleport together and send Pokémon to the sky. However, the sky is a world above the clouds. What will become of the Pokémon sent to the sky? Even I can guess nothing. I mean, it'll be fine. Look, if I can get sent to the past as a robot and come back and be just fine, like, I'll be good if I get sent to the sky or whatever. Does not sound like that big of a deal.
And we'll do it. We'll go.
I also. I thought there could be none but you. But, are you sure? There's no telling what you will find in that world above the clouds.
We expect danger. It's my wish that all Pokemon can live in peace.
Psyduck, Thomas, do you hear? This is Zatu. Discuss we will, Alakazam and I, about how our teleport can be amplified. Departure, it is tomorrow. Rest you should, until then. When does Zatu become Yoda? Last word. Dangerous will be your adventure. But fail you must not. Surpass yourselves.
No problem. We'll be fine. Hey, Thomas, let's get it done.
It would be better if it were Deoxys.
Thomas, you all ready for the sky?
No.
Alright. Give me a shout when you're all set to go to the sky.
Can I save? Excuse me. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna presume that it'll let me save. A little short, but I think next time will be the finale. So, yeah. I thought there was a Kyogre arc. That would have made sense. Guess not. Oh well, Togepi's not here to tell me. But folks, thank you very much for joining me this evening. I've had a wonderful time. I hope you have too. I am going to set you on a raid. And tonight, Kyogre's optional. Tonight, I think I'm going to send you all to, yeah, no, not Period. It's got a very rich post game, but the actual story is quite short. For the moment, I only intend to do the main story. But so I'm going to set you on a raid, and I'm going to tonight send you to Joni Merps, because I very rarely get the opportunity to, and it is good to do so when I do. Joni Merps obviously raids us a fair amount, and is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful person, worth your time and attention. I hope you will go and say hello to him. He's playing one of the Souls-esque games, Bloodborne. So if that's not your speed, that's alright. Go say hey anyway. Otherwise, folks, have a wonderful rest of your evening. An excellent tomorrow. I will be back tomorrow at 12 Eastern Time for the charity special. So in like 14 hours. So I hope to see y'all there and then. Good night, everyone.